You want to start off? For me to start off? Don't matter now. I don't care. I start off.
Yeah.
Alright folks, welcome back to another episode of Indie Film Screening. I'm Jerome Lee Brown, your magnificent host of the show, and sitting beside me is a guy who has nothing better to do with his time besides come here and sit beside me and bother me and give me a hard time, and his name is...
I'm Stefan J. Davis. Stephen. That's me.
That's the name you're going to stick with, if that is your real name.
It could be. Maybe.
Okay.
We have a couple nicknames too, though, actually.
Oh, really? What's that?
Ace,
Ace?
B-Roll. This is nicknames
Snake?
I picked up. Never that one. Luckily, not that one. Yeah.
Every villain in a horror film or in one of those action films is named Snake, you know. Call Snake to fix the job.
I'm more of a protagonist, though, so...
Okay. What we have for you folks today is another interesting film. It's a horror film. I like horror films. Horror films to me are really great films to watch and talk about. This particular horror film looked like it has some twists and some information on here that we just can't figure out what's going on with the actual haunting or the ghost or whatever it may be that's bothering these kids. The name of this film is called Eternal Ethereal. If I pronounced it right, did I pronounce it?
I think it's like Eternal Ethereal.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
So
Eternal Ethereal
yeah.
Horror film. We didn't Google the name to find out what ethereal meant, unless you know. I don't really know.
I think it's referring to like that space that exists that's like beyond this world or realm. Like, you know how there's like physical space.
Okay.
And then you have like the ether, which is like you can't really touch it. It still exists, but it's beyond our realm. Not the internet, but sometimes they call it Ethernet sometimes. But nope. So yeah, there's this existence beyond the physical that exists, and some people think that that's where spirits are at and different things. Like, you ever been sleeping one time and like you see like a shadow or something when you're sleeping at night?
Not around here, I haven't. No.
You ever been like paralyzed in your sleep where you can't move? You're like, I'm awake but I can't move.
I think I experienced that once before, yeah, but I couldn't tell if it was on the heavy medication or the drinking.
Well, that was because the ghost tried to possess you, though. That's what took place there.
Oh, really?
Or like a demon of some sort tried to possess your body. Nah. That's what some people think, though. That kind of stuff happens. There's some weird stuff out there, man. If you go on the internet, like you say, we didn't Google this stuff. But if you do some Googling, you might get pretty freaked out because there's a lot of things out there that could be true, could not be true. I'm not even sure. But might make it hard to sleep at night, and you got to go to, like you say, to the drugs, the alcohol, and stuff to try to be able to sleep because it's too much weird stuff going on. You're going to drive yourself crazy.
That it is, yeah. And I've had my fair share of... Anyway, moving right along. I would take your word for on being possessive and ghosts and goblins and that's kind of possessing you. But this particular film, that's what it deals with, something unnatural, something unexpected, unnaturally that's taking place, that's going on. And I got the impression these were Ghostbusters or ghost hunters trying to figure out what's going on, and they go looking for a spiritual that seems to be a problem.
Speaking of Ghostbusters, did you see the other episode, the latest Ghostbusters movie with the 4 females? And I can't think of any of them right now. I feel terrible about that.
No, I did not see that film, and I had a reason why not to see it. I just thought it was been done. It's been played out. It's been done a couple of times over, and I like the old version of it.
Yeah, you didn't miss anything really if you didn't see it. The old one, this one really didn't hold a candle to the older version at all. Actually, it felt very cheesy and things, which I think is a disservice to the females.
Some funny girls in it, but I just to make an effort to go see it.
I think they tried to do this whole female bit, which I appreciate.
Yeah,
but they just didn't give it enough to go for. I don't know.
Well, they had some pretty big shoes to fill. I mean, these guys who did it once upon a time ago, these guys were the master of comedy, and they all got together and did this film. And I don't think you're going to ever have that same chemistry with different people trying to portray the same film. That's like Lethal Weapon. They turned it into a TV show, and I still just couldn't get into them. They had the same format as the movie did, but they turned it into a TV version. I don't know if it's even still on TV or not.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But that's the problem with reboots, though. A lot of times you can't pull them off, and it just doesn't work. It's just the classics need to kind of sometimes just stay a classic and just let them.
Yeah, I agree.
Rest in peace.
Stay the way it is, and that's like trying to do the Wizard of Oz over again, which it has been done on different formats, but trying to repeat the same Wizard of Oz over again. I think you're gonna lose a lot of chemistry there.
I agree.
So,
but this Ghostbuster type of film here, it was pretty good. I think that they had a lot of things working for them in their favor. There was a lot of nice little close-up angles that they utilized effectively. They didn't overdo the close-ups like I see some amateurish type of films do, where you're just showing close-ups for no good reason, but just to show a close-up because you can, But they did a good job with their different angles and things. Lighting was okay, but they're dealing with mostly in the dark anyway. I thought they had some really cool effects in there as far as like going to that whole night. Matter of fact, what I did appreciate about it was a little bit of humor that they added into it.
yeah, there was some comedy
Some nice little
there.
bit. Like he had the boss that was always a nag and things, and he's interrupting their fun. When they're trying to do the little shootout, which actually was a great transition from sheriff picking up the phone. Oh, there's some trouble. To then them going around in the dark with the guns. You're like, oh, wow, here it is. But they're just having fun and just playing around. So I thought that was a great little bit there.
Yeah, I like how they started off with the gun. You thought that was part of the ritual way of looking for ghosts with the night seeing goggles and all that kind of stuff. But actually, they were actually playing a game with these little shooting in the dark type of thing. And then I realized, oh, wait a minute, they're not hunting for ghosts, they're actually playing a game. But you're right about that. I thought that turned out pretty interesting, how they combined those two together. It's still, jumping ahead of the film, it still didn't explain what they were looking for.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But then to most horror films, you have an idea what they're looking for at the end of the film. But this this film reminded me of the Blair Witch, what's that?
No, Blair Witch.
Blair
That's what it's called.
Blair Witch.
I remember called Blair Witch Project, but I think it's called
Blair
Blair
Witch
Witch
Project. That's what this film reminded me of. Blair Witch Project, where it didn't really explain a lot of detail, but there's something out there that you just don't know what it is.
Yeah.
And that's what this film was about.
Blair Witch was lucky though, because it was like the first time anybody ever did that POV type of thing with the camera. It made it seem like it was like this whole reality behind the scenes film. And so they grossed like so many millions of dollars. Like I think it cost like 10,000. I don't even know if it cost that much to make the film. And this was back in the day, so of course things were a little more expensive. You could probably do that same film for like $100 now. But for
that's just buying a nice camera.
But like for 10 grand, they made this film. Then turned around and made like 10 million. It was like crazy, But that was like a once in a lifetime situation because now people trying to do the same thing. It just can't be replicated because it's already been there, done that. Paranormal Activity was pretty good, but people already kind of realized that whole this is real but it's not real thing has already been done though. But one thing I would say about this film though again too was that there was this part I thought that was funny was that it looked like it might have been, I don't know for sure, but it looked like when they were like loading their gear up to go on this little ghost hunt, they were like packing up camera gear, it looked like. So I thought that was really funny. Like, that might be like one of those things where you only gonna get it if you're a filmmaker too, type of thing. Or maybe it was really
off the
just
truck. I saw it
because I'm looking like I look like a Pelican case there. I'm like, well, hold on a second.
We can't have that stuff.
So like, that was funny. And that's how you really be resourceful too. Anyway, it's like, well, we got this gear anyway. Let's just load it up into the truck, pretend like it's like our ghost hunting gear. I thought that was pretty cool.
What I thought was really interesting. I forgot about it. I wanted to talk about it. The sheriff and his assistant always sitting there waiting for the phone to ring. And it's all every time they click back to the office, you always see those two sitting there. He's staring at the phone and she's doing something on the computer. I'm like, isn't there anything else going on in this office here? But that's not really an issue or a problem. I just thought it was funny how every time they click back to the phone, the sheriff office, the phone was going to ring. And sure enough, the phone rings shortly after they click back to the office again.
But I think they did that on purpose, though. What I feel like,
I'm sure they did.
Yeah, what the point was like, each time this year, the same Friday the 13th, this thing always happens. So just waiting for that phone call to ring because it's gonna come. Yeah. Type of thing, like, oh, here we go again,
But the Friday the 13th seemed to be a very unlucky time for the sheriff. This seems to be a regular routine that he seems to go through on a regular basis every 13th of each year, something's going on. He has footage of tapes. You know, I don't want to give the whole plot away,
Yeah,
but
that's what
what
happened.
you just did.
Weren't you born on Friday the 13th though yourself?
No, I'm glad I wasn't. Not too far behind it, but I'm glad I was not born on Friday the 13th because I got enough bad luck on my own, let alone adding more to it. But this film was interesting. I kind of liked it. It was all right. It was, you know, it was something fun to do. It was something fun to watch. You know, there was no, you know, no big, you know, whoop-de-doo over it. It was just interesting. Mm-hmm. The sheriff did his part. Everybody did their part to make the film. It was okay, and that's really basically what the whole thing was about. It looked like something they just done for experimental reasons, fun, to show everybody they made a film. And that's all you can really expect out of all this, because it was really a fun project to watch, to have on the show. I
agree, and I feel like they at least made sure that it was actually done pretty well.
Yeah.
Because like sometimes people will slap a film together, like, okay, yeah, we did a film, but like they did actually have like a sheriff with a uniform on and things, and like those little things, you know, to be able to make that phone call or that connection that you might have already available to you, to go ahead and use that and not just have somebody wearing a polo shirt or something in the sheriff's office, you know, because you see that kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, you see
so
I appreciate tattoos on his shirt or whatever,
that kind of stuff, you know, to take that kind of time for detail and then, you know, to get some good shots and angles and to tell overall a good story. You know, they had it start out a certain way, break back in the middle, then end up with the, you know, the tape situation at the end. And so, you know, I thought it was an overall nice storyline and overall a nice little film. And you can see on the screen here all the years that it was going on. The 13th year, 2013, 14, 15, and so forth, all the way down to 2012 and 11, 10. So this was an ongoing situation for this sheriff. This is probably a real pain in his butt trying to figure out what's going on. But one thing that has always happened, there seems to be a tape always left behind every year for the sheriff to take home. Come pick up.
Yeah, to pick up. So we don't know if this is somebody's doing this to give to the sheriff to have him follow through with this or what. But it was interesting to catch on that there's a tape always left behind each year for the sheriff to review. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, and even that took some time to get the little evidence box thing, mark it up, label each little tape like that and stuff. So just like those little things, you know, that you do to create a film. So I thought that they did a good job with all that stuff. So yeah, they did a good job.
Hats off to C.R. Parker. It's first time Corey, I believe. Corey Parker.
Corey R. Parker was the guy who sent the footage in to us. Once again, it was a job nicely done. Looked like it was a fun project to work on. He's achieved everything he wanted to achieve to explain what the details were with this film. You don't always have to give away the monster. You don't always have to explain the details of what happened at the end. You can always leave that little cliffhanger at the part when a person just vanished in the midair and you don't know what's going on. Only thing that does it have people walking away wondering, making up their own belief what really happened. Is there a ghost? We don't know. Is there some crazy guy out there snatching people? We don't know. Is there some type of hidden monster behind the door snatching people? We just don't know. And that's how we left it off. We just don't know what happened to the girl when she disappeared. So
such is life. You know, somebody gets snatched up and things, you don't know what happened to them. So
yeah, well, you know, unlike Stefan, you know, they haven't snatched him up yet, but
not yet. But Hollywood's been calling though. They're trying to snatch me up off the show here, so they want me to host some kind of show. I don't know, Hollywood reporter type thing. I don't know, but I told him like, hey, look, man, I'm here with Jerome. I'm standing right here. IFS is my heart. This is where I belong. You know, I ain't got time to be, you know, on the red carpet interviewing celebrities and all this kind of nonsense. It's like IFS, indie film screenings. That's what it's all about.
Well, I tell you what, if they call me, I won't be telling them the same story you told them. So you can tell them that story all you want, but if they call me, folks, I'm out of here. But anyway, speaking of out of here, we're out of here ourselves. Thank you, Corey, for the footage, and please keep those footage coming in. Don't forget about our Facebook page, our YouTube page, and then also a tweet page. Everything can be found under Indie Film Screenings, and be sure to go on our YouTube page and say something good about Corey's film. We can all use the nice replies that you guys send to us. Absolutely. So leave a comment below. Watch this film. Watch the new Ghostbusters. Tell us which one is better. Yeah, please do. All right. Can you please say goodbye? No. All right, folks. Take care. We'll see you next time. A little late. I'm out of here, folks. Bye-bye. Do a little cut on that part. Edit out a little bit.